A federal judge in America has ordered that U.S. President Donald Trump must restore White House access to CNN's reporter Jim Acosta. Jim Acosta, the chief White House correspondent for CNN, got into a testy exchange with Trump in a regular briefing a day after the midterm elections, after which the White House denied him access. The network argued that this violated Jim Acosta's constitutional rights.
Thanks for coming. I just want to say something very briefly, and that is I want to thank all of my colleagues in the press who supported us this week, and I want to thank the judge for the decision he made today, and let's go back to work.
And we have Nick Harper, Wion correspondent, joining us live from New York. Nick, it's a big win for CNN and a big setback for the U.S. president.
Absolutely, yes. Not what the White House were hoping for at all. Siding with CNN on this temporary ruling, meaning that Jim Acosta will be getting back his press pass, allowing him access to the White House immediately. So he will be able to begin reporting again from within the White House grounds. The judge still has some other matters to work through, and we're expecting more hearings over the next few weeks. Specifically, he needs to decide whether or not, as CNN alleges, the White House and the Trump administration as well were violating First and Fifth Amendment rights for Jim Acosta, that they were stopping him in terms of the First Amendment from reporting part of it, and the Fifth Amendment covers whether or not the White House took away his pass in a legal fashion. Now, the judge didn't decide on those matters in today's ruling, but the thinking is that as he has sided with CNN on this temporary ruling, allowing the press pass back to Jim Acosta today, he may be more in favour of CNN when he makes those rulings in the coming weeks.
Nick, all said and done, this is a major embarrassment for the president, because the man that he does not want to see inside the White House now has the right to come and sit inside the White House and attend a press conference. So the next time there's a press conference inside the White House, it's going to be very, very interesting.
It certainly is, yes. Donald Trump in the past has called out reporters by name. Jim Acosta is certainly up there on the top 5 list of reporters that the president doesn't like. There have been testy exchanges between the two of them at other press conferences, and the one that led to the revocation of his press pass was certainly no different. A testy exchange during which the president called Jim Acosta a rude, terrible person. So yes, it is an embarrassment for the White House, the fact that they hoped to keep Jim Acosta out of these press briefings, out of the reports where Donald Trump had the opportunity to brief reporters, to take questions from them. That will now not be the case. It's interesting to note that the White House schedule for the moment, for today, for Friday, does not have a press briefing. So Jim Acosta won't have an opportunity to speak directly to the president's spokeswoman, Sarah Saunders, and we don't know when the next press conference between the president and reporters will be. But whenever that happens, Jim Acosta is likely to be in the very front row asking some very damaging questions.